the conversation yesterday, and he was saying that Lily needs a rework, and I'm like, Lily is fine, and like we had a whole argument, and I had trouble explaining myself because it's been a while since I did play Street Fighter, and two, even though I am a Lily main, I do it sometimes problem explaining myself. So hopefully, while I do this, as I'm playing the game, I can explain to you why I do not think Lily needs a rework. Now, I understand Lily is bottom three in the game, but as far as her kit is, I don't think her kit needs a rework. I think it's fine. It's just that other people got other bullshit, and it's just like you have to play her differently than other Street Fighters. Now, granted, um, what her main kit it revolves around the win stocks basically, and if you get three, you can get up to three, and you can basically do a lot of moves that goes into the win stocks. Now, the thing about this, without the win stocks, most of our stuff is like negative, is not as good, and like even when you do, let's see, that try reversal or block all. Let's say even if you try to get in with the win stocks or the win spire, it's like a lot of our stuff can very be counterable, which is a lot of people's problems with Lily. But people forget that she is a grappler. That's the one thing that she's mostly known for. She is a grappler, more or less of a hybrid grappler, because you don't really need to grapple to like be a good Lily. Like not like Sangi. Sangi is like a full-on grappler. She's more of a hybrid grappler, but you still need to grapple. And also thing is she has good buttons. Now, the reason why he said, if I'm correct, and he can correct me if I'm wrong, why she needs a rework, because, and a lot of people say that she only has one button, and it's not that she only has one button, it's this, and the button he's talking about is crouch and fierce. Now the thing about this crouch and fierce is that you can poke with this, you can counter with this, and even if he anti-airs, if he jumps at you, you can anti-air with this. It's not as good as it used to be because they nerfed this shit. And the reason why they nerfed this shit because she does have other good buttons that people could utilize. And that was the purpose of nerfing crouch heavy, so people wouldn't rely on it as much. Now, the only reason why I say she doesn't need a rear, I just think she's fine. It's just that sometimes, like, she has to sacrifice Oki for win stocks if you don't really have enough. But a lot of people, like, if anything, if you're anything like me, you do this at a distance until people start hitting you with the DI, and then you just hit them with DI back. So, with that being said, as far as like her having, she doesn't really have bad buttons. The only bad buttons I would say is this, but only because you can whiff this easily. But even then, it's like you don't have to be up in their face with this. The thing about, and also she has disjointed hitboxes, so she has buttons where she doesn't really have to get real close in. So like you can play at a good enough distance so where you won't be punished. But the thing is, it's just like her second best button is, in my opinion, this button and this button, which is medium punch, standing medium punch, and cross medium punch. And like you can do that from a distance. Now the thing is, you can't, as you can see I'm trying to do, you can't you can't drive rush it, you can't cancel it into a drive rush. Now that one you can, now, which you could also say like her standing fierce punch is her second best. Is just like, which is cool because this is what I really catch people off guard with. Not really much with this, but this one right here, because you could also like do good damage you could do that. You could do good damage with that. So like if I punish counter this, you get a good substantial amount of damage. If I could also do this, like this, I feel like it's like the thing with Lily is just like um you have to play her very patiently. You got to pick your spots because if you're predictable with your movements, they're going to know how to down. Plus, her defense is not that good either. So you really got to learn how to pick your spots as well. But she do got a lot of buttons that you can keep away from that you don't have to do it. Even the overhead, which is okay, but you can't really Oh, you can, yeah. Even if you punish counter, you can punish counter into that, and she does a real substantial amount of damage, like if she, especially if she grapples you. Yeah. Like she does a substantial amount of damage, and I think that's like the give and take from Lily is that though she may not have like bullshit ways to get inside, and trust me, she got a lot of good techniques to get in, but not like I don't think it's not as good as the other people. Now, even though her EX Windspire, when Windstock, you can go through projectiles. It's just like if you know how to play Lily, then you know how to counter it. But if you're doing this raw, basically, and people start figuring out, they're just going to start doing that, or they're just going to DI you. So with that, but I've seen a lot of people, they rather do that than DI, because sometimes even if I'm correct, driving, because if you drive, because it takes 3 hits. This move is 3 hits. Yeah, it's 3 hits. So even if you exit, but this is slower, and even though this is 3 hits, that is much more slower than your EX move, and you're more or less liable to get caught in the DI with that one, because most of the times when you're doing it from right here, so you're not going to get that 3rd hit. So even like if you EX it, you get your 3rd hit. So from right here, people can DI you, and I've been DI'd a couple times with that. Now the thing is, like I said, it takes a lot of patience to play her. It's a lot of like sitting there waiting to hit your spots. Now you can also pressure real good, because I think she got a good bunch of moves to pressure her, especially like this one and this one. Like she got she got moves that she got moves and all that other stuff that she could be a real threat if you don't know how to play her. And that's really what I was trying to explain. It's just like she doesn't need a rework. She's fine. I think she's fine in this game. I think if she was in 5 and she had all this kit in 5, she would be top tier. Because what do you have to stop that? You probably do that once, but like if she still has, you could just do things like that. And yeah, sometimes V reversal is not always the best option, but even though she, like I said, even though she doesn't have a wake up, but it hasn't stopped me from grabbing folks. Like even then, it's just like most people I know, they'll do this. There we go. They'll do the wind stops into the grab. I see even El Chocolate do that, and Hibiki the Great. Now, again, those are 2 different people, and they're like Hibiki the Great is like the #1 Lily in a player, and El Chocolate, he won beating Noda the Prodigy. But most of the time we saw him beating Noda the Prodigy, he was doing a lot of this. But like I said, she has a bunch of moves in her arsenal that like she don't really have to use. So like even here, I don't lose Oki. I'm right on you if I punish counter you on that. She has a double clip up move. She got, like I said, a good decent crouch. Like Lily, to me, Lily has always been fine. I never understood why people, but I feel like a lot of people just depend on nurse and buffs. But those who knows how to play low tier characters like this will be all fine if they know how to adjust. And that's just basically what it is. It's just like most of Nina kit, most of I keep saying Nina, like most of Lily kits is really good. You just gotta know when to use the moves. So, and again, up here. So they, so it's gonna do a lot of that. So yeah, so yeah, that's my description on Lily. I don't think she's bad. I don't think she needs a rework. I think she's fine. I just think she's getting lost in the shuffle because all other characters are probably more interesting and funny than her, and yet they don't feel like they're one dimensional with this character. But if you do play a bunch of online lilies, they know how to play her. And that's what I always said. It was like, you'll get your online lilies, but you better be prepared because they know how to play her. They know how to play her well. And most people are not, most people are scared of that. But that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Let me know what y'all think. Today, my name is Oskino Fly, and I'm out. Peace.